Just gonna pass the ball straight on to Julian Bashir. You have made a lot of videos about a lot of guys, so who is your number one?
There's no question in this. It's Brian Gosselin. Other than a child.
It's so short, though.
I got some wine coolers. It's just something about him. He's just so comical. And the mystery is
being house.
The mystery behind him too, because there's no chat log, no arrest. That adds to it.
Oof.
Did they show him getting arrested on the show? Did they show like the takedown?
No.
Like
No.
We don't see any of that.
So,
there's a mystery. Maybe it's a mystery that you're intrigued.
Yeah, the James Dean effect. You only see him shine so brightly and so briefly that he becomes an idol.
His hair is just so shiny. Yeah.
Looks like spaghetti. Like
it comes with a fork.
Yeah.
How about you, Cookie? What's your number one?
My number one, I'd really love to make a more interesting choice than this, but it's Lorne. It just is. I mean, just what an epic saga of stupidity. An impossibly long, vulgar, and childish chat log, the phone calls, the lawsuits. It's probably just a function that we have so much more information on him than anybody else. But
it's still unfolding, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's an ongoing thing. So I really want to say Michael Willis, given that he inspired my username, after all. And he was sort of my first love, but
well, you never get over that.
Lorne is it for me, I think.
A conventional choice. JoeyJeremiah?
Whenever I have 12 minutes to myself, and maybe I'm not happy, Jean-Pierre Michael Wiltsey Weary interview will cheer me up. My dog dies, I'm on, I got a nice. That guy has got 3 first names. He's got 2 last names. He's got 2 jobs. He's got a fake girlfriend. He's got a backpack with milk and porn. He's got, a note. He talks to Mexicans on the bus. I mean, everything about him is just outlandish and over the top. And it's like it's make-believe. Like you think they hired an actor. Oh, this one's going a little slow. Let's bring in a ringer to make this one better, No, I mean, this guy is just so fucking crazy. And he has no footprint on the internet at all. Like, he's never existed. You can't find out anything about this guy. But he doesn't get sad. He doesn't cry. He doesn't beg. He's like, dude, I'm getting a job. What are you talking about? And when they hit him with the facts, he's just like, what? No, there's no kid in me. He just denies everything. When I got a note, I'm on foot. That's my problem. Called me. This guy just called me, and the guy's name changes. It's Scott Pedersen. It's John Pedersen, and and Chris, as much as he tries, can't hammer him down because he just squirms out of every little thing, and then he puts his hat on and stumbles out the door.
Don't forget about
an epic segment.
And then Pito whistle, yeah. And the decoy's going, yeah, come on in, door's open. And he's still out there.
I don't want to circle back to me again, but Sam and I did it was one of my first interactions with the church. Was Sam, and it was one of the last things we put out on. I don't know if anybody's seen it or not, but Sam and I did an interview where I pretended to be John Pedersen, Scott Pedersen, and he was Sam, and we went through this whole thing. It's like a half hour. I don't know if any of you guys seen it. Like, we thought it was funny at the time. Now we think it's kind of dumb, but like it was so much fun to do because we were just like thinking of like what could possibly be going through this guy's head, and we really spent a lot of time thinking about it and talking about it before we did it. But great choice.
If his chat log or police interview, if that happened, come up, man. Oh
Cookie.
My God.
Cookie, you got a job for you, man.
He didn't have a chat log. He just had emails.
Emails, yeah.
Jean-Pierre, very well. That's another fairly conventional choice. I must admit, I never saw the appeal of that guy, but JoeyJeremiah is passionate.
Just give it a second look.
He's not a real person. The other people, you can see humanity in them. And JPW, there's like no humanity. He is in a total different league, man, than regular people. He doesn't get sad. He doesn't get surprised.
Let's not forget his kindred spirit, Daniel Polito.
He was just going to teach that girl a lesson.
Also, Polito was probably high at that point.
First time she got killed.
But I'm saying one of them, and if you read the chat log, it's crazy. A real underrated one is Lauren Hayden with the guy with the dildo down his pants that looked like Brad
He's
Pitt.
great.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
he's only in it for
man.
30 seconds.
That's it.
But that chat log is crazy.
He wasn't even at the house, was he? He was like in a park or something, I feel like. Right?
Did he pull up? I think he pulled up, or he was in a
I think he got
car
in
or
his
something. I don't
car.
know. He didn't go to the house.
Lauren
Yeah, you
Hayden
go to
was
the
very
house.
paranoid about coming, and you could see in his chat as well. He accuses the decoy of being a police officer like 20
He said he
times.
hacked her computer and he saw files. And I guess he really is a computer guy, so maybe he actually did that.
In between the horse who is fucking his friend's girlfriend.
I gotta read that chat log.
But he mentions he having an 11.5-inch cock about 70 or 80 times,
and
then
then
he shows up with a dildo down his pants.
of course, he was leaving his home and he was thinking, "Oh God, I don't have an 11.5-inch cock. What should I do?"
On his finger indexer.
That sounds like
What was he even thinking with the dildo? Was he just planning on keeping the fucking lights off the whole time? Or what?
Girls don't cry type of scenario. Who knows?
My take on that is that everyone has to check out Zoe Mav's take on Lauren Hayden. By the way, it's brilliant over at his channel. But I believe that Lauren Hayden was probably a mythomaniac, and they lie so much because they have problems determining what is believable to the listener. So they cannot judge what you will believe or not. That's my take on it. But let's move on to Usman, and you mentioned, tell us your favorite Predator, and we will move on.
I'm going to go for a more boring choice. I'm going to go with Keith Williams. I don't know if anyone's heard that guy.
Keith Williams.
That guy in Riverside.
The bowling ball. The bowling ball.
I love Keith Williams.
Yeah.
When he enters the
Love
house,
him.
he gets scratched.
I knew about that.
Get a good raw exchange.
I love him because he saw someone else get arrested outside, yet he still came in. And yeah, I'm wrong. Yeah. And the fact that he got caught by perverted justice before, yeah, he still came anyway. And then just how childish he was when he got caught, and just his responses to
Yeah, he drove by the house while they were actually arresting somebody in the yard, right?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
exactly.
neighbors deal
It's
drugs.
brilliant. Yeah, that was
My
it.
neighbors, like she knows, like it's like a 13-year-old would know suddenly that the neighbor's dealing drugs and like, oh yeah.
I just
Don't worry
love
about
how
that.
I love how stupefied Hansen is at how stupid Williams was.
Exactly.
You see some guy cuffed and stuffed on the front lawn, and you still decide to come in. I think more than anything he actually said in his chat log, Hansen was just like, "You dumb son of a bitch."
Do we know who it was that was arrested before him?
So Williams is a great choice for Predator. I encourage listeners to look him up. Let us move on. We are sort of running out of time. We have been going on for about an hour. So let's move to the last canonical segment, and that is that Hansen vs. Predator show is soon upcoming. There have been 2 recent updates to people who are subscribed to him or have donated, and he tells people to be patient, but the show is upcoming. So I know that Julian Bashir have been doing a lot of catching up to it recently, as well as Cookie. But let me first ask Julian Bashir about what do you think about the HVP show and the Predators arrested there, and can you make any predictions?
Well, I'm very excited about it. Stephen Buchanan, of course, very sinister. You know, he brought like a bag and a gun and stuff.
He wrote a
But
whole rape kit.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to Fat Jeff Stacy, though.
Wait, there's a
Vincent
fatter Jeff
Ambrosio.
Stacy?
There's a much fatter Jeff Stacy.
He has like no neck. He looks.
Is it
he looks
belly work?
interesting.
Vincent Ambrosio.
What's
Yeah,
making you
look at
look
you
forward
like
to
it.
him?
Just his appearance. He looks like he's going to be something good. I have no idea how he's going to be, but he looks
I think the
He
best
looks like
one
he's going to be a talk.
is going to be John Dupee, the guy with the square head, the guy that looks like he's frozen
crying.
in fear and crying, because you know that guy talked. You know that guy's probably got a family if he's that scared and terrified looking. I mean, he
He
might
was
have
doing
just
his
thrown up
second
all
tour
over
of producing
Hansen.
it.
I can see him just barfing when the cameras come out.
So yeah. How about you, Cookie? you have anything to predict or even say about the New Hampshire state?
Connecticut.
Yeah, Connecticut.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to John Dupay. I mean, that's probably the best mugshot we've had since Lorne. And I have a good feeling about the guy that his police interview is going to be a cross between Lorne and, say, somebody talkative like a Jim Rauch. I think we're going to get a lot out of him. Vincent Ambrosio, obviously. What Julian Bashir said, his appearance is so promising. I think he'll turn out to be a Jeff Stacy type. And also, I posted a thread this morning on Temple of TCAP about a guy whose name escapes me right now. Let me see.
Triolo.
David, yeah.
David Tiriolo.
Yeah, right.
David Tiriolo, I found an interesting tidbit of information about him last night. About 4 months before he was arrested on the show, he started a GoFundMe page to fund a hair transplant. And I found a little YouTube video where he talks about going bald at 12.
Is that an option, actually?
And being bullied about his baldness and not having a girlfriend and all this kind of stuff. So,
and he's got no money.
Yeah, and he's got
Richard Burnham.
And lowly, I've got no money.
So I think with this little snippet, we have a little bit of insight into his motivations. I'm looking forward to him.
Oh well. Oh, it sounds also great. You know, great picks, great selections. Personally, I'm looking the most forward to James Buchanan, who's the guy who brought the rape.
Definitely.
I've been going over his Twitter, his Instagram, his fantasy football league, his girlfriend.
His girlfriend?
Oh yeah, he had pretty hot girlfriend too, you know. If you don't mind, I'm a little chubby like. And had a normal life, friends, everything. But the kicker is that on his Instagram, he makes fun of Jared Fogle being arrested.
No shit.
Nice.
Oh, that's so great.
And there's like a picture of a rape van there, you know, these white big vans, and he says, "Children, look out! Jared Fogle is coming to town."
He probably had a girl tied up in the back of that van.
It's probably his
Chris
van.
Hansen is coming to town instead.
I could see Chris Hansen just being terrified of him, just hanging out behind a chair with the bodyguard out there as soon as he walks in the house. Man, that guy looks like he knows how to bury a body.
So I have seen the layout of the trap house that they used. It was the house of a personal friend of Chris Hansen, and I'm not very confident that they got too many interviews in that house because the setup is horrible. It's like a sort of a kitchen island where they have to sit them down, and it's so big that Hansen is not close enough to intimidate them into speaking.
He's also all puffy now, too. He's all...
Yeah, that too.
He doesn't strike that imposing figure anymore.
But do
Let's
anyone know?
just hope they spilled their guts to the cops. That's all I can say.
We'll
I just
find
can't
it.
wait to see it.
Because you're gonna get it for us, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh. I'm loving it. Does anyone know who the predator was who said, "Oh, Chris," and then left? Who recognized him?
I don't believe it was said who.
Because that was a guy who recognized Hansen from the train.
The
Look,
Yeah, they would like commute to work together. Well,
was Metro North.
is there anyone else who have anything to add to our HVP predictions?
Well, I live in Connecticut, not New Hampshire, and I own a house that's about 15 minutes from the Sting house in Fairfield County. So, yeah, I narrowly escaped. I'm glad I wasn't chatting during that time period. But I'm interested to sort of see, what kind of riffraff show up from the community. Just because this one, regardless of the other ones, they were a little bit further away. This kind of strikes close to home for me, just for being in Fairfield County, Connecticut. I'm real curious to see what kind of scumbag. I'm also curious to see what method they use too. And I know this was a a Temple TCAP thread the other day, and Brother Josh was asking, with all these dating sites today, was it an opportunity? And we're throwing out some different things. I'm wondering because Yahoo chat rooms, I don't think those really exist anymore. And I'm curious what method they use